Hello, this is Reverend J.L. Franklin, President of the Southwest Louisiana Community Coalition for Action. Let me first of all thank you for the many reviews that we have received in support of our efforts. We're on the front line in the fight right here in our own backyard and throughout the state of Louisiana, making a difference for all the people, black, white, brown, Latino, Native, Indian, Chinese. It really doesn't matter. We're all precious in the sight of God. And the Southwest Louisiana Community Coalition for Action will fight for you if you feel that you have been discriminated against, civil rights, equal rights, voters' rights. You can count on us to stand with you if you're right. We're not afraid to say what most people think. Now, if you would like to join us and become a change agent with the Southwest Louisiana Community Coalition for Action, please call the Freedom Fighter hotline at 337-215-5353. Or if you would like to send us a contribution to help us fight with you, fight for you, or help us to continue to fight for others, please make your checks payable to the Southwest Louisiana Community Coalition for Action, P.O. Box 836, Lake Charles, Louisiana 70602. It is impossible for us to fight with very limited resources. Your contributions of any amount will encourage us to stay on the front line. Now, today, let's get right to it. The president's viewpoint today is entitled, Follow the Money. That's right, follow the money. Follow the money is a catchphrase popularized by 1976 drama documentary motion picture. Remember that movie, All the President's Men, which suggests political corruption can be brought to light by examining money transfers between parties. Mark Felt, aka Deep Throat, told that Washington reporter Bob Woodard to follow the money to find the scandal. It remains as a popular saying in business and, of course, in the government. Now, if you reside here in Louisiana, you know that in 3 weeks we have major elections coming up. We can say the same in Texas, Mississippi, Kentucky, New Jersey, and even in Virginia. And of course, in Texas, early voting started on yesterday, but here in Louisiana, early voting starts this Saturday, November the 2nd, through Saturday, November the 9th from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., excluding Sunday, November the 3rd. There is no voting on Sundays. So please, 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 go early vote. Starting this Saturday, we need all souls to the polls. Now, there are 175 candidate races and 123 propositions on ballots all across the state of Louisiana. But here in Calcasieu Parish, let me tell you what's on the ballot. The governor's race, Governor John Bell Edwards, who has served us, is up for re-election. John Bell Edwards is a Democrat. He's running against a Republican named Eddie Risponi. This race is very, very, very important. Now, we're calling for all souls to get to the polls. There's a Secretary of State race. A Republican and a Democrat are running in that race. And there's a sister running in that race. We have police juror runoffs for District 2, District 5, District 6, and District 10. And in District 2, Mr. Calvin Collins and Mr. Mike Smith are in the runoff. Now stay with me because I want you to follow the money. There's a state representative race runoff for District 37. And here's the big one. Get ready for the big one. There's a state representative runoff race for District 34. That's right. Mr. Wilford Carter, a retired judge, and Mr. Kevin Guidry, a former Calcasieu Parish police juror. But boy, if I could give you my personal choice, it would be very easy. You know, I can't tell you who to vote for, but I will tell you that District 34 needs a fighter. We need, yeah, I hear it, we need a team player with the understanding that team playing, it's not a one-way street. It goes both ways. Surely we have to develop relationships across the aisles, but there are times that we have to roll up our sleeves and we have to fight for what's right. Remember Dr. King, who said that freedom isn't given. He said, but it must be demanded. Now, I want you to follow the money. But first, let me give a shout out to Miss Matilda Green Miller. She ran in this race also, District 34 state representative race. She ran a fine campaign, but she didn't make the runoff. We live in a land of democracy, and every citizen who qualifies has the right to run for public office. And I want to not only commend her, I want to commend all of the others, in other races, even those across the state. Even though they didn't succeed this time, God bless you for your efforts. Stay involved in the community. As I said, if you ran a state race, stay involved, stay engaged. Now, back to District 34, state representative race between Mr. Wilford Carter and Mr. Kevin Guidry. I have said in our previous video conference that District 34 is not for sale. It's not for sale. It is not for sale. And this is a historic race. If you follow the money, then you will see who's trying to buy District 34. I mean, in every state, if you're running for public office, you have to file campaign finance reports, and they're all public record. These reports, they're online right now. And you can see who's given to their campaigns, and you can see the amounts. And so if you want to see Mr. Carter and Mr. Guidry's finance reports, all you have to do is get on your computer and type in these words: Louisiana Ethics Administration Program, Campaign Finance Portal. Let me say that again. Get your pen. You have to check it out. Just type in Louisiana Ethics Administration Program, Campaign Finance Portal. And on that page is going to say search all reports, scan, and underneath it's going to ask you the filer's name. When that comes up, then there'll be a block asking for a partial name of the filer. Just type in their names. After you look at Mr. Wilford Carter's campaign finance report, then type in Mr. Kevin Guidry's name. And I promise you, I promise you, it's going to shock you to see all of the money that's coming from outside District 34. One of the candidates, my goodness, has raised nearly 3.5 times more than the other one. Outsiders, they want District 34. Listen to my words. It's well over. You see the combined numbers. Well over $100,000. This is historic. Just follow the money. And you'll see for yourself who's funding their campaigns. Now, in closing, I want to commend both Mr. Carter and Mr. Guidry because campaigns are nerve-wracking. I know because I've been there, I've done that. I have the t-shirt. It's a lot of physical and mental exercise. It takes time, it takes money, and yes, it takes a lot of prayers. Now, I want to encourage you to do something for me. I want to encourage you to get off of your blessed assurance. That's right, your blessed assurance, and go to the polls. All souls to the polls. If you need a ride, please give us a call. 337-215-5353. The Southwest Louisiana Community Coalition for Action. Let me tell you what we're doing. We're building a community of justice and equality for all. Until next time, God bless.